Welcome, everyone. This is Jim Sporer with ISSIP, the International Society of Service Innovation Professionals, and it's my pleasure today to have IBM Fellow Dinesh Verma on. And Dinesh, thank you so much for being on our panel that's coming up on December 11th on the digital transformation of energy and IT. I know you've worked on many things over the years, and congratulations on being an IBM Fellow, the highest technical rank in IBM. And I was wondering if you could just introduce yourself to the ISSIP community so we know a little bit more about you and who you are. And then if you could give us some sense of how you see AI and the digital transformation going to affect business and society in the future, that would be great. And if you could work in a little bit about your project on natural language, that would be great as well. So over to you, Dinesh.
Thank you very much, Jim, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to the community of ISSIP. It's an honor and a privilege. I am a researcher working at IBM. Essentially, I joined IBM at 1992 and pretty much have been there for the bulk of my career. I work in exploratory science research area and spent my life at the IBM TJ Watson Research Center. I've authored several books, 11 books, close to 300 technical papers and 300 patents. I'm a fellow at IBM. I'm a fellow of IEEE, fellow of AAIA, and also a fellow of the UK Royal Academy of Engineering. My life has been spent building distributed computing systems and networks, during which I have worked on computer networks, network management systems, the IBM Autonomic Computing Initiative, which was a really strong focus, or essentially AI for IT before AI was so much popular as it is right now. And I've also worked on IoT edge computing. Recently, I've been working on trying to create intelligent AI communication protocol that will allow multiple intelligent AI systems to talk to each other. And I would love to talk a bit more about that particular project.
Fantastic.
So should I start with my view of AI or
That would
with
be
the whole?
great because, the ISIP community with this series on digital transformation, we're really looking for collecting a lot of different opinions on how you see AI transforming both business and society. And please be provocative. We also want to know about any new measures you might see coming up for the future. How do we measure progress in the future of accelerated change with AI? So yeah, please share with us your thoughts, Dinesh. That would be great.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. So I do believe in the power of AI. AI is very powerful and very transformative. At the same time, I'm also concerned that AI has been overhyped too much. And the technology, while very strong and powerful, doesn't really do all that it has been sort of many people are promoting that it does. If you look at what AI does, whether it be the large language models, whether it be the vision models, the AI essentially as a technology has the ability that it can look at data that has happened in the past, the part of it training data, whether acquired online or offline, learn patterns from it, and apply those patterns for the future thing. Now, this capability is extremely powerful because if you are managing a system, let's say you're managing trouble tickets in a network, you could learn all the things that happened in the past, how they were fixed, and the patterns and things that happened in the past can be fixed based on other similar techniques that were used and that were solve it. If people looked at how they planned the travel before, an AI agent could learn how the same travel could be planned again. And again, that could similar related things can be done and repeated much more rapidly. In some sense, the AI technology is an enhanced version of what used to be a machine repeatedly doing things like cutting cookies or things which couldn't be done mechanically. It's the parameters and boundaries have changed, but the AI model technology itself is limited to primarily repeating things that it has seen in the past with a few variations and things. What it means really is that a lot of work and a lot of process which is repeated in the same nature, which is repeat like no, look at a problem that happened in the network, try to solve it, get the network working again. look an application program that I have written something before, similar type of it, and have it work again, or write another thing that looks like something that done before, those AI can do extremely well, and the cost of doing those will become extremely low. At the same time, life, business, opportunity in IT services is all about doing things that have not happened in the past, which means that as the ability to do and repeat things in the past becomes cheaper and sort of very low cost and very quick with AI, the importance and the value and the differentiator of IT service will switch to the things which have not happened in the past. And that means that the role of the human will remain paramount, and the AI based system transformation on the IT industry, when you look at the individual AI agent itself, would not be that significant other than driving down the cost of operations, other than driving down the cost of IT services, which in itself are significant transformation, but not fundamentally game changing. Now, the place where a game changing interaction happens is when my AI system talks to some other AI system.
Fascinating.
So when let's say I want to go for a service to the Bank of America, and the bank cannot provide that service or the IT system because it's something new, the Bank of America, the bank service, can talk to a real estate service, or it can talk to another trading company service to do find and customize things which will allow it to deliver something new and unique value to me. If we can get the AI agents to talk to each other, and if we can have a standard way in which this intelligent communication can happen, then the network effect of having different entities talk to each other will emerge, and that will open new values, new avenues for both commercialization and for unlocking the potential that comes from multiple things working together. As a matter of fact, if you look at a very similar parallel which happened to the technology that emerged about 30 years ago, the internet technology. Internet allowed you to a client to access information from a server, and that server information, individual client and servers were there, and the web protocols allowed you to view them and so on, and which is all well and good. But the real value was unlocked when there was one common way for the client to talk to the server, so that one client could talk to all the servers and unlock the value from all of them, and every server could provide value to the client using a standard scheme. So a standard way for client and servers to talk to each other unlock the huge potential of the internet, which transformed society, which transformed businesses, which created new opportunities, disrupted some existing services, and created new services. The same value of unlocking the potential has to be created between different AI services. And that value is unlocked by having a common protocol that interacts between two intelligent services. With a bunch of professors and other companies, we are defining what that standard common protocol could be, something which we call natural language interaction protocol. That natural language interaction protocol will allow my clients to interact to the server, and the server AI agent to talk to other server AI agents as needed. One common way to talk, one common way to interact, multiple modalities to support, and which means the businesses that can't offering AI services don't have to worry about offering it in the ad hoc piecemeal manner. These could all get connected together, which also means that this common protocol can allow me to have, as a consumer, my own AI agent, my own AI capabilities, where I could arbitrate and look at the AI capabilities or the services. This type of common protocol interaction can unlock and transform the value of society. So, for example, right now, as a consumer, using the structured and the current system that are there, I am at the mercy of the service provider. When I go and ask somebody for a search engine search capability, or I go and read a news article, in addition to news articles, they transform and they send to me a gazillion offers, transformed information, which sort of tries to distract me from the main purpose and tries to get me towards things that benefit the service provider, not things that benefit me. The consumer is the product. On the other hand, if I have a common way to interact using AI to a lot of these services and a lot of the things, my AI system can look at the information coming from all the different sources, decide what is more relevant for me from my perspective, and essentially allow me to then transform the thing, maybe perhaps eliminate all the distracting information, eliminate the things that the service provider is trying to steer me towards, and try to select them towards my unique purpose and my system that I need. I would draw an analog here to say to the real estate industry, in which if you are a purchaser, you have to go and you work with agents. The agents, real estate agents, are trying to sell things. They're trying to act in the best interest of the sellers, not the
Yeah.
person purchasing the house. And if you want to purchase a house and you want the real estate agent to act in your best interest, you have to hire your own buyer's agent and pay a fees for that. Before AI or before a standard interaction protocol between AI agent, the ability of a person to get your own real estate agent was limited. So you go, you interact with the client, the seller's real estate agent, and you get something which satisfies you, realizing very well that you are serving the interest of the seller if you're a buyer. AI allows you to create a buyer real estate agent, and that new standard protocol allows you to create it more rapidly. That transforms the whole business equation. That transforms the shift of business to different type. That transforms the ability that people have to do in how they control the interaction. And this capability, which will be unlocked, is going to have a fundamental impact both on existing services, which will have to change their business model to accommodate the new capability that people have, as well as create new opportunities for new businesses to be unlocked because they could combine value from different services together, or they can provide other special enhanced services as brokering or for the individual person. So I believe a standard protocol that allows different AI agents to work together with each other in a common, consistent way is going to transform industry and unlock the full potential of AI or generative AI technology that we're seeing emerging and coming up to speed.
Thank you, Dinesh. That is just an amazing vision. And I can imagine, this world when we have the natural language interaction protocol as a standard, all of these different entities will be able to communicate in a natural way with natural language. And I'm just wondering, we're just about out of time for the 15 minutes, and I've got to jump, and I know you've got to jump, but it seems to me that what you call the agent is maybe also thinking of maybe a digital twin of some
Mhm.
sort, representing these different entities that will
Yeah.
start communicating. So maybe the measure of the future is how many things that aren't communicating today will be able to communicate in the future thanks to NLIP that you're working on. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The digital twin is essentially, if you look at it, a proxy, an AI-enabled agent that tries to run simulation of the things on the real part. And they could interact using a protocol like NLIP, and multiple digital twins can work together to unlock new potentials, new values, and new opportunities.
Fantastic vision. Thank you so much, Dinesh, for sharing this. Looking forward to December 11th, the panel, and we'll be in touch. And thank you so much again.
Thank you, Jim. Have a great day.
Thank you.
So, bye.
All right, I will stop the recording.